Palestine Action is a bunch of aimless, violent thugs in search of a cause. Palestine just happens to fit the bill, providing the best possible excuse to alleviate boredom and cosplay resistance. They characterise their tactics as non-violent yet disruptive, claiming they have never hurt a human being. Well, they should tell that to the two police officers they attacked with a sledgehammer, hospitalising one and severely injuring the other. Much to the chagrin of its admirers, Palestine Action has recently been proscribed as a terrorist organisation in the UK. No, it's not that the government suddenly hates free speech or legitimate protest. You see, Palestine Action has a track record of violence, intimidation, sabotage and racist attacks against Jews, all premeditated and deliberate. That's not conjecture, that's fact. There are convictions. Some have been fined, ordered to pay thousands in compensation, or given suspended prison sentences. Others are already behind bars, including 5 from the Bryce Norton attack, and they will stay there until their trial begins in January 2027. Bottom line, if it walks like a duck, talks like a duck, and acts like a duck, chances are it's a terrorist. Let's take a look. Bryce Norton Air Force Base. They broke into one of Britain's most important RAF bases and targeted 2 Voyager aircraft. They poured red paint into the engines and smashed the planes with crowbars, causing at least £7 million in damage. Some say it's closer to £30 million. These aircraft are key strategic assets critical to UK security. That's not civil disobedience, that's an attack on the UK military. Then there's Elbit Systems in Bristol. Palestine Action didn't just occupy and wave banners. They turned up masked and kafired, armed with sledgehammers, crowbars and other tools of the trade. They attacked police officers. One ended up in hospital. That's not protest, that's assault. Then we have Stamford Hill in London, a well-known Jewish neighbourhood. A Jewish-owned shop had its windows smashed, red paint thrown across the frontage, religious symbols were vandalised. Drop Elbit was sprayed on the walls. This shop had nothing to do with Elbit or weapons. It was an estate agent. In Manchester, Jewish businesses were vandalised. Happy Nakba Day was scrawled on the walls as a threat, of course, to intimidate. And these are not randomly selected targets. This is blatant racism against Jews posing as activism. But legitimate protest, they cry. The UK government is in the pocket of the Zionists, modern day vernacular for Jews. Palestine Action claimed their prescription was, and I quote, a political gesture to satisfy pro-Israel groups and arms companies who have been lobbying for us to be banned, because we're hitting their profits and having a real impact on Israel's war machine. No doubt, attacking Jewish-owned estate agents, property managers and jewellers in the UK has had a huge impact on Israel's war effort. Delusions of grandeur? Perhaps a symptom of cosplay. And still, the usual suspects defend these thugs and vandals. The politicians, the academics, the progressives, so-called liberals and the chattering classes. The same ones as romanticise Hamas as freedom fighters. Some so naive they shouldn't be left unsupervised. Others too stupid to see what's in front of them. While some know exactly what they're defending, and they do it anyway. I wonder, if an anti-Hamas group that objects to rape, mutilation and mass slaughter, objectionable crimes I think we can all agree, well, if this group went around Britain intimidating and attacking Muslims, smashing mosques, vandalising Muslim businesses, and was then prescribed as a terrorist organisation by the UK government, would these bastions of free speech and legitimate protest defend this group in the same manner? Would 500 sanctimonious holier-than-thou advocates sit outside Parliament with placards in support of Israel action? Somehow I doubt it. It makes you think, though. Palestine Action is not about helping ordinary Palestinians, and it's not about justice. It's part of a well-organised and well-financed hate campaign aimed at demonising and delegitimizing Israel and Jews everywhere. It's the violent part. For those involved, it's about filling a terrible void in their pitiful, meaningless, nihilistic lives, a ready-made cause for the wannabe rebels without a clue. But it's not funny. It's serious. It's dangerous. And it's terrifying. Palestine actioner Paul Short, already convicted of burglary and criminal damage, posted an image of himself in a Palestinian-coloured shirt holding a handgun with the caption, "Resistance is not terrorism." He also shared images of Glasgow Friends of Israel members marked with inverted red triangles, a Hamas targeting symbol. How long before Palestine Action takes resistance cosplay to its logical, violent end? Jews already feel unsafe in Britain as these people target anything they can tie, no matter how tenuously, to Israel. Anyone still defending them, be they 18 or 80 years old, isn't defending protest and isn't defending free speech. They're defending intimidation, bigotry, vandalism, and violence. And make no mistake, they're advocating for terror.